All right, while this intro is rolling, I'm gonna catch up on my Instagram. See what's up. Someone tag me? Oh, yeah, okay. Reels, man, gotta watch Reels. It's the new shit that the kids like. All right, here we go, thank God. That happens. Forget my shit. Welcome to SWOLA185, everyone. Damn. Are you guys doing good? It's finally over, that long motherfucker of a song right there. What's up, everyone? Welcome to SWOLA185. Positive, Ola. Stay positive. There's just something about riffing out early in the morning. It feels wrong in a way. You know, almost like, you know, anti-religious in a way to rock out in the middle of the morning. I don't mean to do that. I just want to have a good time and record my Swola. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Today I want to talk about this beautiful guitar that's on my strap on right here. This, my friends, is the AB 1.6. Okay, dude. Okay. Fine. No, this is the AB 1.6 FR Pyro Red guitar. This is another chop guitar that we made, which is, you know, we treat these ourselves in Spain, and it has this red, really cool freaking look. Is that even focused right there? It is, but it's really fucking cool. Can you see that? Let's go close, baby. Can we go close? Yeah, man. It looks absolutely stunning, and it plays really fucking good, must say. It's available from solarguitars.com. If you want to have the weird shit from Solar Guitars, you better check out the Chop, man. That's where we do all of that stuff. And, you know, I love to have that freedom that in these models, we can, you know, have a little bit of fun. Maybe not necessarily something someone can do at the factory and make many of. This is a little bit more custom. So I really like the Chop series in that regard. So there you go. Hell yeah. Ha. Let's go. Then news. Double clap. Ha! Kiko Loureiro is selling all of his Megadeth gear. Hello. Including some sweatbands. That's sort of disgusting. All right, look at that. That's a great picture, by the way. Holy shit. Kiko never officially stated that we're completely done with one another, and both parties are only extending Loureiro's absence. Megadeth has since recruited Wintersong guitarist Teemu Mentisari, and now Loureiro is selling all of his Megadeth equipment. Loureiro has teamed up with Reverb, you know, the online shop, to set up the shop, which includes some of the following gear. The shop is open from now until next Wednesday, so let's check it out. All right, what do we have? We have an Ibanez Kiko's SP3 prototype, so his signature guitar prototype, I guess. What else do we have? A DV Mark multi-amp. Dude, I had one of these. I made a demo of this like more than 10 years ago. I think he used this for the silent rehearsal space that they have with Megadeth. He's selling a Gibson Les Paul Modern, a Golden Multi-Act Grand Concert, Okay, a small little concert amp for acoustics. The Kiko 10B PTGB Premium. A Kramer SM1. Dude, that's pretty cool actually. Neural DSP Quad Cortex. Okay. Several Quad Cortex units that have been main piece of Kiko's touring since 2022. So basically what he's doing right here, and this is not very uncommon, by the way. Everyone's like saying, oh, maybe he needs money now that he's not in Megadeth, or he's pissed off at Dave and Megadeth, so he's selling all his gear in spite or whatever. But I can tell you right now that this is something that's fairly common, that Reverb, you know, the website, Reverb, they reach out to artists and ask if they have some gear that they want to sell, and they'll put up a page for that. They even asked me once if I had some gear that I wanted to sell. They'll make their own page on the Reverb store. You know, it's a good marketing opportunity as well as, you know, getting rid of some old stuff. I think it's cool. I mean, come on, man. You can buy an artist's old guitars. I think this is a great opportunity for someone that's a fan of Kiko to get some good shit, man. Also, stay tuned. There's actually some news in regards to Kiko and myself coming sooner, or maybe later. We'll just have to see. Hiya! James Hetfield got a Motörhead tattoo with some of Lemmy's ashes mixed into it. Okay. Some of Lemmy's ashes were sent to close friends like Hetfield, Rob Halford, Doro, Pesh, and Whitfield Crane, while some were scattered at the Wacken Open Air Music Festival in August 2023. The remaining portion of the ashes will be forever enshrined at Lemmy's favorite haunt, the Rainbow Bar and Grill in West Hollywood, California. Dude, I've been there. Amazing. And the ashes was contained in this bullet case right there, and it seems that James Hetfield has made a tattoo using the ashes. Which I think, if you were good friends, is a really cool, you know, homage to, you know, a past friend. So, dude, really freaking cool. And obviously, Ace of Spades on there. Slipknot has a mysterious billboard in California and a cryptic website. You can't see California with our Marlon Brando's eyes. It's a play on words from the lyrics of a Slipknot song. The poster says, "One night only, long may you die, you can't kill me.com." Okay, let's check it out. What? This is youcan'tkillme.com, and it looks like their fucking 1999 website. How cool is that? Attention, the answers are all around you. Dude, this website really brings me back. It's so freaking shitty. If you don't have Netscape 4 or Internet Explorer 4 Plus, get it now. You're probably missing most of the cool stuff on this website. What? If you find any broken links or bugs on this website, do not email me. I do not care. Thank you. Yes. Holy shit. What? Is this a working website? Damn! What? Guest book? Holy shit! They has the best fucking music! Dude, can you write in the guest book? No. You need Netscape 3 to be able to write in the shit. Dude, what? How cool is this? This is like their first website. The shows are updated, that's cool. So yeah, mysterious website, what will happen? So Clown has said that since it's the 25th anniversary of you know, the first self-titled album, Slipknot, that they're gonna play it, they're gonna play that album from beginning to end, said Clown. But I sure as hell am not going to succumb to the corporate world and give all those people what they want. They're going to get it. But you know what we're going to get? We're going to have fun too. So that means that small shows, and you won't know until you hear it. And if you heard it, you're already too late and you're not gonna see it. Okay, so they're doing some sort of like a impromptu secret shows then. That will go by word of mouth, I hope. That will be cool, if that's the thing. People will probably find out about it and get to it anyways. But this will be really cool because I went to the Slipknot show in 2000, you know, when they were touring on this album. And they played this show at Klubben in Stockholm, which is like, at that time was like maybe 800 to 1,000 cap. And it was probably one of the most intense shows I've ever been to. If they would do a rerun of that tour at the same venues, if they still exist, holy shit, that would be amazing. Dude, that's great. I really hope that's what all of this means. All right, before I leave the news, I want to check in on the Chuck Schuldiner guitar. How much did it get sold for? Let's check. $31,300 US. Holy shit. Man, that's insane. Sold, officially. Some lucky guy got this guitar. I really hope it goes to a fan, man. I really hope so. And it's not like a scalper guy that buys it. That's just my wish right there, so, you know. Yeah, there you go. My friends, that was the news. Hello, adventures with Ola and Pix. Hello. So this is my car, and I thought I would show it to you guys. And hell yeah. I'm not necessarily a fan of cars for one simple reason. It's probably like the worst investment ever, buying a car. You know, it's just like as soon as you buy a new car, you lose a shit ton of money. So let's talk about this beautiful car for a second. Let me just turn it off. So this is not how we usually drive with Pix. Obviously, you have to have a seatbelt for the dog, but you know, for the content, you know. So check this out right here. This is a car. This is actually my favorite car. For the simple reason that it's, you know, it's shitty and inexpensive. We bought this car for like 1,500 euros last spring, and yeah, dude, it's just great. It's a 2000 Ford Ka. And there's problems with it, but you know, it runs. Let's check the beautiful interior of this car. And you might wonder, you know, if this is contributing to my back problems. And yes, it sucks to sit down. You can't see it now, actually, but you know the rear light. I'll show it. Hang on. Incredible! Look at this. So back here, we have the turn light signal. The turn light is, you just have to tape it up, but you know, it loses grip a little bit, so you can't see when I'm, you know, doing the turn signal. But dude, I just changed to summer rims, so these are the summer rims right there. Yeah, man, look at this. All right, let's take a seat. So obviously, when we decide what type of car we get, we go first and foremost of all about safety, right? Because if you're gonna drive your kids, you need a really safe car. And you know, Volvo, very safe cars. But this is another level. You like this car? It's okay? All right, let's take it for a spin. Okay, are you guys ready? Also, there's some air in the clutch, so you have to pump it up a couple times. And then sometimes you can't really get the gear out of its gear, but that's also okay. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Dude, I love this car. It's amazing. You laugh, but I love this car. Yeah. Just because it is the cheapest car I've ever owned. And, you know, it doesn't feel like I'm losing money with this car. So, I mean, you keep on laughing. I'm serious. I'm serious. I love this car. This is my favorite car. I showed it on the Discord and people are making fun of me, but they don't fucking understand. They don't understand. Like, if you roll up with a car like this, people will be like, oh, he's either fucking dirt poor or, you know, he just doesn't give a shit. You know?
I mean, at least we will not have a break-in in the car.
Okay.
No one would.
The gear is stuck now. There it is. Me and Louise rarely drive cars, to be honest, because we have walking distance to the office. So we take the dog for a walk, or you know, take a bike or something like that. So it's very seldom that we use cars. And
I need to get to the stable and to the goats and
that's
stuff.
That's the stable. That's it. So you know, we don't really need a fancy car to drive us from point A to B. Maybe I won't drive my kids in this too often, or too fast, or too quick,
far.
or not on any highways or anything like that. But you know, for just simple, go to the store, a grocery store, and buy some food, you know, perfectly fine. Also, what the hell? Like, it's, what is it? Almost end April, and we got snow today. Yeah. And I put on the summer rims, man, for this particular video, and I figured, like, what the hell? But summer's not here yet. We live in the fucking ice age up here. Sucks ass. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you my beautiful car. I'm super proud about this car. And I really hope it goes through the evaluation later this summer. So, yeah, adventures with Ola. All right, if you follow me on Instagram, you know the things that the kids do all day, like this. Fucking needs to go fast, like that. If you follow my Instagram or follow my YouTube channel, you might have seen that this past Monday, I didn't have a live stream. You know, Sunday with Ola Contender live stream. And there was a message in there saying that, you know, I don't have the energy. You know, nothing serious. I just can't do the live stream because I just don't have any energy. And that I feel that I can't give you guys the attention that you deserve. And basically I'm talking about my back problems and all that. Obviously, it's not that much about mental health, but well, maybe it's slightly about mental health, but it's more about physical health more than anything. That I don't really have that much energy. I just wanted to bring it out today because I think I need to take a break from live streaming altogether right now. As of right now, I'm not going to do any more live streaming on my channel until, you know, all of this sorts itself out, you know. My journey with the herniated disc that I've had is very much like up and down, up and down. You know, you take 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back, and then you suddenly take 3 steps back, and then, you know, it's a constant, you know, journey that I'm going through right now, and for the past 2 weeks it's been really bad. So I'm just warning you guys that more changes might happen. I mean, I don't think I need to make more changes other than for right now, you know, just put the live streaming at the side, because that's a constant right there. The live streaming thing is a different beast altogether than me recording videos like this. For instance, here, I mean, I just turn on the camera and I go, and if I need to take a break and like, oh, you know, just stand here and focus myself on my, you know, my pain and, you know, all of this. You know, it's a lot easier for me to edit that out, but on live stream I have to be 110% all the time, which is very exhausting. So as of right now, you know, I'm taking a break, okay? But only in regards of the live streaming, and I'm gonna focus on YouTube and just videos and the content, you know, the things that I guess most of you guys want to have from me. It's just been a lot these past weeks, you know, and I just want to say thank you so much for believing in me, and also thank you so much for all the incredible support and messages you guys have sent me when I made that post last week. It is really warming my Swedish cold heart to hear that so many people care about my well-being, and absolutely, my well-being goes first, obviously, but the problem with this is that it makes me mad because I really like my job. You know, I really like what I'm doing. So it sucks that this back problem thing is like, it's fucking it all up, you know? So I'm a little bit angry, you know, and a little bit exhausted. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm not quitting YouTube, okay? I'm not quitting YouTube, I'm just, you know, laying the live streams on a pause. How about that? However, I will still put up the drums for the Sunday with Ola, you know, in the description. You can still go on and do the SWOLA Contender songs if you want. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really about being shown. It's about practicing how to write stuff every week and pushing yourself. That was the, you know, the initial point with the Sunday with Ola drums, that you guys get to write your own riffs and, you know, get the challenge as well. So there you go. Taking a break. Hello. All right, sort of like an unboxing with Ola, except that I already unboxed everything. Let me show you my mess real quick, okay? So, right here on my table, I have a lot of shit. Quad cortex, in-ear system right there, my Shure wireless for guitar, and then this, which came in today. Maybe I'll just explain it a little easier for you. Not sure how much I showed this to you guys, but a couple of weeks back I got this, which is the Behringer X-Air 18, which was meant to be the audio interface hub for my upcoming workshop and clinic rig that I'm designing right now. So for those of you who don't know, I'm currently building a whole setup for me that's very modular, where I can go on workshops by myself, play some guitar for you, and to other places where I can also bring a drummer and a bass player. So I want a modular system where I can have the same setup and be able to pick out certain parts of the ensemble depending on what type of gig or venue it is. But the point is that I want to go out there and play more Ola Englund and Chug Project shit workshops, and that's why I got the drums too, because that's for a drummer, obviously. But with this modular system, I have to make something smart, so that's why I got that Behringer X18 right there. But I found out that I might not necessarily need that many inputs that X18 have, so I purchased a smaller one, the X12, which is a 2-sized rack unit. The 18 is 3-sized, so a little bit smaller. You know what the best part about these are? It's a big-ass audio interface hub, but it's also like $400 to buy. It's incredible. They're from Behringer, not sponsored, obviously. I purchased all this shit from Thomann. And the preamps are Midas preamps. Behringer purchased Midas a couple years ago, and they implemented their preamps into these units. So, like, even for just being an audio interface with a lot of inputs on it, it's fairly cheap. $400, man. And the thing about this is that this hub is also wireless, so I can log in from an iPad, for instance, and mix the front of house, for instance. So the point with all of this is that I'm supposed to be able to have an efficient setup where I don't need to bring as many people. I would need, myself, a drummer or a bass player, and that will be it. Everything will be already set to go to front of house and being mixed and perfect. I just love solving situations like this on a technical level, and I like routing cables and trying to make it as efficient as I can. This is 2 rack units right now, so I'm gonna put it right here. Right now I'm trying to visualize what this rack could be like. So this Behringer unit doesn't have that much depth to it, so I figure I can place some of my wireless shit here at the back like this. And I'm not sure about the quad corex, where it will go. The quad corex needs another additional 2 rack spaces, I think. So maybe I need a 4-level rack. And I would have everything routed in here, in this rack or in that rack right there. And, it was just like, I can just bring the full rack and it's ready to go and everything's hooked up, basically. Here's my wireless in-ear unit. I wonder if I can fit it like this. If I have the quad corex here at the side, it's going to be a tight fit right there. That's not going to work. Wireless unit is not fitting behind here either. So either I go for a more of a deeper rack system, then it would fit at the back. That would probably be the thing, man. I get a deeper of a unit and I can keep the quad corex here at the back, and the wireless unit, I don't know. The point is for me to have the laptop on top of the rack unit itself. So, SKB, that makes the rack cases, they have one for a computer where you open up a computer at the top, so it's, convenient and nice. Problem solving like this is just something I really, really enjoy. And, working out cool solutions and, making everything as efficient as I possibly can. And you might wonder if I have anything booked. I have a couple of things booked this year that will probably get announced soon. I just want to take my time, and then I'm going to be able to, practice my songs and all of that. So this is a lot of fun. Last weekend, I sat down with the quad corex again and kind of, delved into it again. It's been a while. I'm using this with the Haunted, and I have that all set up and done. But I was able to set up a really cool sound. Before with the Haunted, I've been using captures of Englund preamp in this thing, and I haven't really been lucky with the built-in amplifiers, but this past weekend I was able to nail a kick-ass rhythm tone, and super stoked about that. And I'm going to control this with my computer, and I already set all of that up, so the MIDI is working with this, so I don't have to flip any switches on my own while playing. The computer's going to do it for me. Super simple for a lazy person like me. So yeah, man, if anyone wants to buy a Behringer X18 Air, I guess I have one for sale. Okay? And that, my friends, was it for Sunday with Ola. Before you guys leave for your important brunch at the Palace today, I want to talk to you a little bit about my merch. And listen up, before I sell you a bunch of bullshit, it's not snake oil. But we've had feedback from, I wouldn't say many, but we've had feedback from people that think that our t-shirts are a little bit too slim, and maybe not necessarily, like a touring t-shirt, for instance. We're a little bit more slim. I mean, it's for me and my muscles, and being a tall person, I can't really go with the touring standard t-shirts because they just end up like this. you know? Oh my God, scratch all of that. What we're doing today is that we're introducing Gildan as a choice on our merch sale today. So today, for instance, this Chug t-shirt is now available in both the slim fit version, which is more like a European size, and then we have a Gildan, which is more of a classic, you know, merch t-shirt. And I know a lot of you guys know what the Gildan is. Oh, this is Gildan right there, and this is the non-Gildan right there. So when you purchase this t-shirt right now, you have a choice of getting a slim fit, we call it, or a standard t-shirt. So we try and listen to you guys' feedback and you know, make that available. The Gildan one is a little bit more standard, a little bit more wide, and probably what you guys are more into, to be honest. So we're starting with doing it on this t-shirt, then we'll see how everyone reacts, and we'll just introduce it to the whole line after this. Just being, you know, making sure that we can cover all grounds and trying to make a better product, if that's the case. Okay, another pro tip from old Englund. When you wash your t-shirts, do it inside out, okay? We have a little thing here that says wash me inside out with similar colors, 40 degrees in Europe. With that said, thank you so much. You can buy all of these from oldenglandshop.com. Thank you so much for tuning in for Sunday with SWOLA185 for you right there. I thoroughly hope you have a great Sunday. Go hug your family and your kids and your dogs and all that. And maybe I'll see you next time. So no live stream tomorrow, okay? But I'll still go in and watch a couple of the SWOLA contenders out there, okay? So you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.